We live. Hey, best friend.
Hey, best friend. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Girl, I feel like I ain't seen you since 84.
I mean, the obligations of this life are such that.
Right. All that. And then some. So I'm gonna go this day. I'm gonna go this week. How was the traffic?
It was a little bumpy getting here. I ran into a few obstacles, but I made it safely.
Oh, praise God. Won't he do it? Oh,
Every time. Every time.
got my
And how
patty
about
on.
you?
My patty arms. Okay, I'm shaking stuff.
Ooh, what about
Ooh,
you?
girl, I made it on time. I even got a time. What a time. Well, I scheduled some time, 30 minutes for an invisible nap that never materialized. So I just put
Oh
that on the back.
no. Oh no. You ain't
I
gonna get put to bed, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm up. But I'm
Oh,
just saying, I had enough time, traveling and not doing too much that I said, hey, I done got in the tub. I done washed my kibbles and bits. I done did my makeup. I pulled my dress out. I'm like, oh, I still got some time. I watched horror movies. It's my season. Don't judge me.
it is your season for the horror movies, yes. It is. It is. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, right.
I just enjoy it through you because I just, yeah.
Girl, you living your best life times 3.
Oh, well, as long as I am. Hey,
Patty arms. I think that's gonna be the thing. This patty arms. Okay, I know. All right, so I know we got to be on a time limit. We got stuff to do tonight, right? So
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to focus.
Yes. I'm going to keep you here. I'm going to stay here.
Okay, let's stay.
I'm going to pull up comments to make sure I don't miss anything over here.
Oh,
All right.
praise
Okay.
God. I didn't do that. I was looking, but then I didn't.
Okay. Well, real quick, my makeup is sponsored by Candy Coated Makeup Company by Candy Burris. And my eye color of the night is bling. I don't know if y'all can see that. This blinging.
It's blinging. It's
Right.
girl, yes.
And my lip color is hottie because I gotta do a little hotness with this paint.
That's
Candy
right.
coated. If you want it, hit me up. What you got on, best friend?
Well, of course I have my slut red lipstick. My
Okay.
signature color. But the only thing tonight that is sponsored by Candy Coated is my tattoo right there.
Woo!
That's, I had to represent.
Yes. Yes. I
I
like
had
it.
yes. Even if I
Oh,
don't wear it every day, because I don't have all the colors yet, but I'm working on it.
you still representing though.
I'm just saying, I'm trying, because our products
Oh,
are amazing.
okay. That's all.
Yes.
So, what we want
Okay.
to do? What you got?
Well, let's tell everybody who hasn't been watching my live, which I don't know why he wouldn't, because I'm entertaining as fuck. In the morning, I'll be going through some things. I take y'all along with me for about 2 minutes of the day. So there's no excuse why you shouldn't look. That's
Yeah.
just me. But we had
Wonderful.
polling questions. The audience has spoken and graciously gave us 2 cents to put into our life, even though it don't matter. But on a poll it does. So
Yes.
this week's poll winner is, when did daddy become a verb? And
So
then
I
I had
guess.
people ask me what that means.
Oh. So well. Hey, I guess we're gonna talk about it then.
We are. Because normally it's a noun. I mean, all those English folk out yonder. I'm a
Hmm.
poet. I don't do English, but I'm a poet. Don't judge me. Uh,
Mm, okay.
but everybody knows that daddy is usually a noun, person, place, thing, describing, whatever.
Hmm.
But as I've been living my life, going these edges and diving into sexual conversations, because I'm an adult and I can do that.
Yeah.
What the term keeps coming up is, "Ooh, look at daddy." Oh, ooh, zaddy, yes. Ooh, puppy, what you doing and stuff? Hey, Poppy. Hey,
Yeah. So what's up
and
with
that's
it?
when it becomes a verb. That's my definition. But we're gonna unpack this tonight. We're gonna discuss it.
Yes.
We're gonna learn. You're gonna learn a few things. We're gonna give you a few things. You can take some things away, and then interact, please. Otherwise, we're just gonna be ranting back and forth. Which that's why y'all come to see us anyhow. Just
let's do it.
We ain't even pour a glass. I'm a little extra, girl. Let's go ahead and get this right.
Oh, real quick, we have Ed on the live. Hey, Ed. He says, hello, beautiful ladies. And Adrian Charleston is saying good evening. And she also said, hey, Ed. Hey, Adrian.
Yes.
So is it time to get our glass ready?
Yes,
is that what you're saying?
I didn't want to pour it in my kibbles and bits, but
okay.
It just be like a crown.
Nice and empty.
Right.
Oh, let's do
it. Don't judge me. Don't come for my screw top. I got this bottle of wine from Germany. It just came with a screw top. Apparently, they don't know nothing about corks. Don't judge me.
And apparently, mine wants to give me trouble.
Oh.
Please hold.
Okay. I'm going to hold. But, as I was thinking, minding my business today, I was like, we should do a poll on what we should drink. Like, let's let the people get, a little, maybe 4 cents. We might poll what kind of drink. You want wine, you want frozen drink. If you want to take it back to when we was in high school, let me get a Zima. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Let's pour this glass. Oh.
She said I ain't even talking.
Man.
But that's what we used to do back in the day, man. We thought like, oh, I got a Zima. I'm doing big things. Or what was that Incredible Hulk? Girl.
We telling all the age, but it's all right. Age comes wisdom. In most things.
And stretch marks.
Yeah.
Salud.
Oh, that's real good. Yeah.
I like it. I think I'm gonna have to get one of this. I'm gonna get more than one bottle of that. That was good.
Right. So, one more comment before we get started.
Yeah.
Sabrina's on the line. Hey, ladies, just stopping through. Hey, Sabrina.
Yeah, come on, stop through. We love when family stop by. Take a kid with you when you leave. No.
Oh, so silly.
Okay, so I'm thinking, we did a brief overview. And we're talking, everybody knows right now, we're going to talk about the sexual innuendo of daddy. So, let's just wet their palate with, a Scooby snack of a piece that we wrote, just a Scooby snack. We ain't gonna give them the whole poem. That's gonna come in the book. Y'all gonna start getting little Scooby snacks of stuff that we haven't finished or stuff that we finished that's gonna go in the book. So, get your throat a little wet. You gotta stretch the muscles, right? Okay, I'm doing too much.
So, let's get into it.
That's what he said.
Yes. He likes it when I call him daddy. Loves the way both sets of lips demand his treasure. I allow him to chastise me. He keeps my lust obedient. I give him dominion over my entire body. The way we make love is always a learning session as he ignites the sweet spot. I allow him to teach me. Like young ones learning to ride bikes without falling off, he has taught me how to ride the stiffness of his will without falling off. Instructed me on how to be fluid, letting passion flow freely between reality and my imagination. I don't mind drenching him with these thoughts.
Be it thoughts or commands or just simple pleasures, I will always obey. No, replay the rules before I break them or make them work for me while you hold them against me. See, it's whatever you like, Poppy. And you don't have to teach me. Just make me arch back like black cat. See this pussy purrs so good when it's next to you. Will you let her taste you? as I trace scratches placed in plain sight like shooting star, used to guide in your jet. Allow dark desires to make me over so that I can become your landing strip. Now, call me your night sky. And I will explode like rockets searching for life outside these walls. But I won't find it out there. But maybe, just maybe I might find it in her. So that's how daddy became a verb. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We were doing stuff. It wasn't just like, okay, you're just going to come at the top of the sentence. You're going to tell me what the rest of the paragraph going to do? No, you are the rest of the paragraph. I know I'm crazy. It's okay.
No, you go.
Okay. So also we have a question. Should we go for the question? We can go for one of the questions.
Okay.
Okay, this question is, when is it appropriate to use daddy? That's a good question.
It is a good question. And I feel like to answer that question, we should dive into some of the historical background associated with the daddy and the zaddy era. Like, where did that all start? I think I have a song. Let me see if I can find this song.
You find the song. Okay, you
can start
talking. I'm gonna give him a little historical tidbits and fact checks.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And yes, I'm wearing my contacts. So, okay. So, daddy dates back to about 1681, according to the dictionary, and it originated with prostitutes. Prostitutes would call their pimps daddy. That way it didn't seem too dirty. They can slide in and out these streets and not look like, hey, that's my pimp. Come pick me up off this corner. No. They'd be like, that's just my daddy. What do you mean? That's just my daddy. And not my baby daddy. Remember that song? That's just my, okay. Sorry. That was my jam, though. Okay, I'm coming back. It's also was made popular by, I think, the song that my best friend is looking for, about 1968. I'm going to let her give you all that stuff. It's also used in sports, like Yankee Stadium, Red Sox, video games. They often would taunt other people, talking about, who's your daddy, when they win. Who's your daddy? Why is that a taunt, though? Okay, I'm asking the audience for help. Please help, comments, concerns, something. Because I just want to know, who your daddy?
And so in the whole sports arena,
that's like when smacking people on the ass, but that's another conversation.
And they do that a lot, and I see it more in basketball, I think.
Right. Like they're trying to grab the whole bottom half of the inning or the damn. I don't even know. I don't watch sports. I watch football. But I don't know nothing about basketball. But whatever. Girl, let me get a drink of that. But yeah, like, who thought of that? Who thought it was a good idea to grab somebody else's ass? I understand in the club, because y'all do that all the time back in '84 when we went to clubs, grabbing pieces of ass and breast and stuff, and thought you was going to put that in your back pocket and I was going to come home with you and call you daddy. But it never happened. So I went on my tangent. I came back.
You bad. So, this is before our time.
But is it really? We old souls.
Right. Hence why we know about this song. So Time of the Season by the Zombies. And I'm just going to play a little bit. Just a little bit.
I think it's about 35 seconds in.
Oh.
Take you in the sun to promised land to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love.
Who sampled this? That's a good trivia questions. Someone who sampled this, you might get a gift.
Did y'all hear that? Say, what's your name? Who's your daddy? Basically, who's your pimp?
Right.
So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna let y'all marinate on that. Boom.
And that was 1968. They were asking the same question: who your pimp? I guess the modern day would be like, who's your influencer? Does that apply now? Is that too?
Oh, or is that your chick?
Oh,
Remember that?
your face. Oh no, this is off topic. But you know now,
Oh no.
Done been the places I've been, who done spend the grants I spend, fuck about 5 or 6 best. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little ratchet. More time than I'm. But that was my
Okay, come on, Karina.
Still the queen. Still.
She's still
Okay.
there.
Okay, so we done covered that this was in sports. Mostly Red Sox, Yankees. It was a whole big thing about that. We also have a 2005 show entitled "Who's the Daddy?" or "Who's Your Daddy?" When 25 folk went up there with 25 men, and one person had to pick out who my daddy was out of 25 men. Needless to say, I don't think they were renewed.
That is so embarrassing.
Is it embarrassing as Maury? Or how about Jerry Springer or Steve? Because Steve, after he got finished saving Jerry's ass for about 79 years, he got his own show so somebody could save his ass.
And thus, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
But, what I often wonder as well, is it that the women didn't have real father figures and they were always searching for someone to look at as daddy?
Right. Or were they too much of a woman? Were they searching for an alpha male to counterbalance their alpha female? Because, as we go about this society, as women are really, really highly educated, and most of our highly educated females are got a team or a lineup, or just a bob.
Oh, wow. Well, all right.
I have questions. I have a lot of questions. I never have answers. So don't come up here and expect me to have the answer to your question unless it's something sexual. Then I probably know what you're talking about. But that's neither here nor there. When I talk about that, we mind my business tonight. Sorry.
Just bring it back. Bring it back. So we have another comment. We have a couple of comments. Adrian says, and I think she was referring to the when you call someone daddy. And she said, of course, when in fact they are your daddy. Of course. And, it's always good to know who your daddy is. But if you don't know, that's a whole nother issue.
And maybe that's why you seek out older gentlemen, because older gentlemen tend to be daddies or sugar daddies, I'm just saying, because they're looking for young girls to take care of because they couldn't take care of the seeds they left at home or what wasn't their home.
Or the seeds they could not produce.
Right.
And also, Adrian is saying that's why she will not call another man daddy.
Right. Like, you know what? I can't say that I haven't called, somebody daddy. I have, but not in a sexual way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we in there getting it in, our chances are 99% of the time I'm not gonna say go daddy, go, because to me it feels like a bad 70s porn.
Yeah, it's pedophilish.
Right. And and I know this is really crazy because my mouth is slick as a duck's back. So it's my best friend NakitaJay poet. But I really am not a big dirty talker. Like, I don't do phone sex. I don't prefer. I don't sext. I don't prefer none of that. Because to me, I guess I'm in my head enough, which is why it takes me forever to edit poems and whatnot. But I'll be going through. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say this. Like, yes, you're gonna go ahead. You gonna grab me by my neck and I'm like, is this really feasible? How would this look? How would this look in your life? So I go down a whole rabbit hole. And by the end of that conversation, I'm like, nope. It's tangent. It's tangent Friday. That's what it is. Well, it might be this journey.
In the situation that you did call someone daddy.
Mhm.
How was that received? Did they enjoy that? Did they have, I guess, did they get off on it, or was it just like endearing to them? Like, what was that like?
Okay, so my perception of it, that it went over very well.
Okay.
It became like a running joke slash term of endearment slash, something just for us as two people, not as something
Mhm.
we be out in public, like, that's my daddy or whatever. Unless you about to
Right. In which some people are. And some
right,
people like the role play. Some people get real deep into it, the whole BDSM, sub dom type
right.
thing.
Mhm.
And, that may be something that you're told to do. So if you're playing the role, then that just kind of puts you in a different headspace.
Yes, but also, I'm glad you perused of course my favorite subject, BDSM. But yes, but in that, when you're doing the dom and the sub dynamics,
Mm-hmm.
what you really, it's a whole thing about control, and it's not the control of the dom over the sub. Actually, the person in this dynamic is the sub has the most power.
Absolutely.
So people don't understand that. It's a whole
No.
thing. Don't just be watching 50 Shades and think you're gonna get some damn way. Anyhow, I say all that to say that when you're playing a scene, or role within that sexual space,
Mm-hmm.
the term daddy is informal. What you really are supposed to say is sir. Like when you really think,
Mm.
once you go through your rules and regulations, it's certain
Mm-hmm.
things. No, it ain't no daddy. Don't call me my name. Don't call me baby sweetie. No, you got strict rules and regulations. Otherwise, you're gonna get punished for deviating from those rules and regulations.
And sometimes the punishment might be desired.
Right,
That's what you need.
right. It's the whole thing. It's about your headspace and getting out your own head and allowing someone to lead you safely to your
Mhm.
climax. I'm giving a little bit too much. Let me pull it.
Oh, but also you have to have the aftercare. You have to
Girl,
make sure that when you're out of character, that the needs are met afterwards so that you know that you're safe. It signals we're out of character, we're who we are again. Because if not, it just ruins the whole experience, in my opinion.
right. Let's see. People don't even know about self-care. How they gonna know about aftercare?
Woo!
I'm just saying.
Touche.
But I mean that all that goes with the whole scene and stuff. And that's why you can't just be out here willy-nilly letting people like say, okay, I'm just gonna dominate you, we're gonna play this role, we're gonna do this scene, and yeah, okay, I'm over, I done got mine, all right, I'll see you later. Bye. No, because if you're really truly committed to the scene and what's going on, you
Mm-hmm.
open yourself up emotionally, spiritually, sexually, all this, and you blot out everything else that you're trying not to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get like that hyper focus, it's almost like if someone was in like doing drugs. What's those drugs? I don't do drugs. PCP, LSD, something.
Oh yeah, hallucinogenics.
There you go. Don't judge me. That ain't my life. But it's like almost you get pushed into that space of right there when you're doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's over, you're still in there. You have to gradually bring yourself back. And that's where the aftercare comes. And some people
Yes.
trying to get their nut and think that nut is it. No.
No.
I'm gonna get this nap. You're gonna sleep in this wet spot. We're gonna hold each other. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna drool on you. I mean,
Yes. And make sure you bring me something to drink. I don't want to be
Red
thirsty,
Bull.
like, or vodka and Red Bull. Whatever. I mean,
Right.
Pellegrino water on the rocks. I mean, I'm just saying.
Girl,
Fiji
I
water.
like to get mine nice and cold. About 3 a.m. I get up and get that sucker, pour it down my gullet. Girl.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Oh, we got a couple more comments. Adrian was like, right. I thought it was just me. I don't like to call them daddy. So yes, back to, we were just talking about, the whole dynamic with that. And Ed says, too many have lost who they are and result in calling names that gives away their own possessions. That's true. Very true. And also to have that power that they don't have in their regular lives.
Right.
They just, they might just feel emasculated for whatever reason. Or, for women, they may just feel like they don't have any power, any say so in their relationships. And so sometimes being called out your name, and not in a negative sense, gives you that sense of power. Where you at? Where you at, best
I'm
friend?
right here. That it
Yeah.
keeps cutting in
Okay.
and out.
Oh, I know this signal getting kind of, yeah.
I was just listening and hoping that my face acted accordingly while you were gone, because I was singing.
I
Oh
was
my
gone.
God. Oh, sorry.
I was talking. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sipping.
Ooh, I was just trying to make sure. Okay. Let's see and make sure we cover all these questions.
Okay.
I think we sort of perused the rest of these questions, but one more specific was how many times have you used daddy in a sexualized way, not doing sex?
I don't know if I can put a numerical value to it. I know that, like in the poem that we opened up with, of course, that was the concept that we were writing to.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really put a numerical value on it, but I have used the connotation, kind of similar to your scenario. It wasn't, of course, during intercourse, but it was kind of like, you know, just like a little back and forth type thing. They might say, call me mama. It's just a little cute thing between us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it
So,
all depends on what your partner likes and what makes them feel comfortable.
right. Then again, have a conversation with your partner, and not just did you bring a condom.
Amen.
That's little things, little things.
Ooh, I'm gonna sip on that. I'm gonna sip.
Okay, so here's another one.
Okay.
What would you say if your children came in and their girlfriend or boyfriend called them daddy or mom in front of you? Well, how would you feel? First of all, would you question if they're having sex? And third, how would you react? Like,
Well, the key to any type of odd situation like that is to take a deep breath and assess. I would definitely be having a sidebar and be like, "Hey, so what? Why do you call him that? You know, hey, you never know. They might be enjoying some things that you're not aware of."
I mean, do they got
But
daddy issues? Challenging.
now, it's funny that you bring that up. Um, the whole having daddy issues can have different angles. For example, you can have a situation where a person has daddy issues where they know their daddy's alive, they had somewhat of a relationship with them, but the communication is just horrible. So in that type of daddy issues is almost like they may have issues communicating with the opposite sex. Like, for example, if it's a girl and they have issues with their dad, it's going to affect how they interact in their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And for men, of course, it's going to affect how they assert their manhood.
Right.
Very sensitive area, but we got to call people what they deserve to be called, because some don't deserve to be called that.
Girl,
I just
I'm trying to put a point on it. Just I can't.
cheer out.
Girl, right there, like that hit my soul. Like, you know, calling people what they deserve to be called as opposed to what you think they should be called, or having the presence of mind or reality to actually assess your situation for what it is and not what you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy, a facade.
Oh,
Made up.
speaking of fantasy, Ed over here talking about it. He says some want to play the fantasy to escape reality.
Right.
Amen. But who are
Okay.
you really, though? You know, that's what has to be discovered.
People ain't trying to do that. Why
No,
discover when you got an app that can mutate what you look like on the outside, not what you on the inside? I mean, just, I have big questions.
your gun is fully loaded.
Girl, I just need this permit to let it off. Pop, pop, pop.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, you know, I like what Ed said about fantasies, but then, like, what if their fantasy is like their reality is fantasy, so they can't interact in reality? Like, people think so highly of themselves, you know, like, I'm this model, I'm just hip hop artist, I'm just rap, I'm just poet, I'm just whatever you do. You get into the mindset of that persona that I put out for my business or branding is who I am supposed to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So how do you deviate from that without losing your following, your business, you know, your presence of maybe that facade that makes you more comfortable to go out there to do what you're doing? Like, when do you get to take that off and actually be who you were on your birth certificate? I have questions, because I know some people that live in that fantasy 24/7, and I don't know about y'all.
You know, that's scary.
Right.
Because, first of all, you shouldn't be operating in anything that's so far from your reality. We all have different roles that we play in life and society. Some are roles that we choose, some are roles that we are put into by default. But at the end of the day, if nothing you're doing is representative of anything that you enjoy, nothing of who you are, it's time to reevaluate what you're doing. Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's my opinion.
Some people can't spell reevaluate. So.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit to that. Okay, we're over here. We got some more comments. We have Raven in the house. Hey, Raven. And she says, when did you ever need a permit, though? You know, for the shots.
Saying I ain't trying to get hemmed up in these streets, these COVID-19, what the hell going on 45 streets.
Ooh, I know that's right. And then Ed says, you have got to understand yourself before you understand anything else. Amen.
Right.
But people do not want to do the work.
No, it's easy. Why do the work?
You know, it's easy to be born, to grow up, to look at whatever environment you grew up in, whatever that family structure is like, and be like, oh, okay, so this is what I need to be. And then you just kind of go following the mold. But if you never take the time to be like, okay, well, hold on, let me separate myself and look at myself as an individual and dissect who I am, what I am, you're not doing anything. You're not getting anywhere.
Right.
You'll be miserable.
Look, or they do that when they're 18 or 17, and they don't think that they have to reevaluate when they're 21, 25, 26. You should really evaluate every year.
It's a constant evolution.
Right. You just can't big bang your ass and think, you know, I'm perfect. Come get me. Relationship goals. Fitness goals. Rapper goals. Superstar goals. Celebrity goals. No, but woo, no.
No, ma'am.
Because even if you make all that money and do all, and everybody loves you and follows you, you still got to live with you behind closed doors when them cameras go off.
Ooh, speaking of which, that's why some people can't stand to be alone. But I'm gonna tell you what COVID did.
Preach, best friend.
COVID put some folks in the house with theyself, by theyself, all day. They had to look in the mirror. COVID didn't bless some lives as ugly as it's been, because folks then looked in the mirror and said, "Ooh, I don't like this. This is who I am living right." COVID might have saved a soul or two. You never know.
Well, we know it broke up some relationships, and some of y'all got pregnant. Shout out to all y'all. It ain't me. But it's really just forced them to actually learn stuff. Like, I've learned a lot. I know y'all ain't seen me out in these streets because I'm doing stuff on the back end, but I done learned a lot. I done learned a few skills. I've learned a few recipes, new little tricks. And I learned not to kill my kids.
Look, and look, some crafting has gone on. See?
I've always been crafting. I'm a crafter.
But you ain't had time to sit down and do these crafts. Thank you, ma'am.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Shoot, I even go one far to say, in high school, everybody wants to do that home ec class or whatever. I was like, oh, that's cute or whatever. But can I get into this woodwork class over here so I can smell this fresh cut wood and build some shit real quick?
Oh,
I need to know how to do shit.
Oh, well, I was always smelling wood because my daddy was building stuff.
Right. That is the best smell in the world, like freshly cut wood. Oh my God. Or the rain. Oh my God. We country.
What about the rain hitting the tin roof? So mighty knows. You know what? We ain't gonna do this right now. We're not gonna do this.
Girl, you sit outside on that porch after that grass was cut with the honeysuckles in the background, girl, with the cicadas, girl. Jesus, okay. Anybody ever doubted we country? We country.
Oh, Raven said, with themselves by themselves. Yes, COVID didn't help some folks in the midst of the evilness of COVID.
Right.
And Ed says, good night, ladies. Things got me drifting. Good night, Ed.
Love you, boo. Thanks for stopping by.
Come by anytime.
Just to say hi. Look at my tattoo. I'm steady trying to get this tattoo up in here.
Oh, that tattoo is not cooperating, but it's cute though.
Might be a new tattoo for real.
How your list looking?
Oh, I got a list. Oh, let me correct it.
You know you got a list.
I think we've covered we've covered a lot of this stuff.
I was wondering if we were close to sharing this piece.
Oh yeah. I think we've hit all the hot topics, all the hot spots. Let's hit the hot spot.
No.
I'm just saying, I wish somebody did let the music play, because then we could have discussed all the musical influences. I feel like that's in my soul right now. I'm just all on my music.
Yeah.
You know how music get into you. Like
I used to love VH1 too. I'm really telling my age. It's okay.
It's okay. I like the BET Uncut, as you know.
Ooh, not the tip drill. Not the tip drill.
Girl, let me tell you. Okay, this is off subject. But it's not. Okay, so y'all know that BET Uncut. They play all, the Nelly tip drill and what's the other one? Pussy popping on a handstand.
Yeah.
Girl, I used to practice till I got my head up on that damn handstand or pop. That's what we used to do back in the day. You would watch the videos, the girls
would imitate
some crazy move. You'd be like, hold on, let me fix that slow vibe. For you remember that? That girl. I know we canceled him, but I'm just saying that song. We can't cancel that song. But I'm just saying, or Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000. We'd be up there, we'd be like this. How she did? Okay, she did that. Pop. So we can get to the club that weekend, and you'd be like, turn this shit out. Okay.
Yeah. That was the good old days. For real.
Well, you can actually go to the club and not get shot. I mean, it was a 75% chance when you went outside, but inside they won't shoot inside. You made it to like 2 a.m. About between 2 and 4. Bring your ass to damn Waffle House or Waffle House or Walmart, because we was in the country. Remember when we partied in Rocky Mount? Only thing open was Waffle House or Walmart.
Yeah.
Pick one. You know.
You didn't make that, Mark. Yeah.
I know. That's a little old. I'm sorry. A little old.
It's okay. You wanna do our piece?
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Let me pull it up over here.
Okay.
But while I'm pulling up the piece, tell them what we're gonna segue into in 2 weeks, because you get a little Scooby snack of what's going on in 2 weeks.
So of course, as we usually do, we're gonna throw some polls out, and I think we're gonna do a little relationship talk in 2 weeks. Talk about some relationships. Talk about some relationship things. I'm not gonna give too much away, but just stay tuned, and you can semi-pick your destiny.
Pick your own story, pick your own ending. Remember those books?
Or the Mad Libs. The Mad Libs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But stay tuned so you can vote on the poll, because this is how this topic got chose for tonight. We just threw 3 topics out there, and so we have to conform to what y'all choose. So hey,
well, just loosely.
Yeah.
Loosely.
Yeah.
Well, we are mostly about relationships, but we're gonna narrow it down. We're gonna focus on certain aspects of relationship. And
Don't give them no more. Don't give them no more.
It's gonna be hyper focused. I'm gonna need y'all to focus. Don't do like me. Focus like my best friend. Don't focus like Msdaliatwentytwo.
Focus on these 3 topics we're gonna give y'all to choose from, and then y'all gonna understand. Stay tuned. Let me know when you're ready. I'll be right here.
Yep. Okay. I think I got it. You got it. The glamorous life. Okay.
I know it's squirreling all over the place, but you're right here with us. Right here.
Could be anywhere in the world. Right. Okay. So this is a Scooby sample snack piece, Diddle, from the upcoming Poetic Divas book. Y'all we had a book together.
Mm.
Be together forever, not write something together, even though we write
Come
together
on.
all the
You knew better. Y'all knew better.
They're gonna learn today. Okay. Okay, I started. He thought it was a quote, like, "To thy own self be truer than he's been in a while."
Or maybe he thought he was the only haiku, like, made truth in his backbone, found the scriptures in his heart, crafted the commands.
He should have thought himself this poem.
See, he made space in his bed to be casually read.
So his heart's content can never be recited.
Just a varied expression of all things he dared to show.
See, we made space in our bed. Never mind being casual, as long as we were read cover to cover, between 2 layers of comfort, yet still under the weight of emotion spread thin by 2 people who never knew their own weight in love.
Or were we just waiting to be more than temporary, more than a pit stop on the way to a destination? It's hard to answer that when we don't know where we're going. No pins dropped on maps, lost in the ways we need to go, like misplaced landmarks.
Landmarks that turned into landmines anytime we challenge the direction of his truth. Ha! You must have us confused, as if we spoke pig Latin, or as if we spoke pig Latin to your Morse code, which only your demons know. So let us exercise your shortcomings by allowing you to seek refuge within the dark, while hoping this is the way back to your heart.
And that's the problem. He placed detour signs at the entrance of any road leading to him. Then pondered why no one ever came to meet him at the watered-down edges of his imagination. Will that poem ever be finished, or will it forever be stamped into history, like the passport he never knew existed?
So we stay here while you stray, laying seeds in any moist soil until dead forests look like you, and we can unsee that. So we rage while trying to convince ourselves that there's beauty in death. So let us test this theory while pushing our footnotes down.
Putting down the clues long enough to tempt those who wonder, tempt those who care to discover what makes the caged bird sing, what demons control the speech pattern of his lips, what will make his words stand as gospel. Will we continue to be more than he planned for? As if one could ever plan for the intensity of a storm. Because a period only stops someone who is looking for a break. Instead, we will take this opportunity to teach him how real women right their wrongs.
Apparently, we're the only two left,
Holding pieces in place.
like bookends. So that was the tender poem Bookends. Y'all got the Scooby version first. I'm just saying, let us know what y'all think. Or don't. My bad. Don't judge me.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Girl, you know I can't put too much weight on one thigh. Ooh,
Oh,
Jesus.
Lord. Oh, no, best friend.
So, girl, now I got right here in this hip bone right here, girl. Ooh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Don't let it slip. Don't let it slip.
There's a little midget in there.
Oh, I don't know. Ooh.
You know, right there in the crease where your fufa and your thigh meet your butt.
Is a midget there? Oh, Lord.
I feel like there's a midget knot or something. Maybe I'm giving birth to a 9-pound baby. I don't know. It's like right there.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Bottom line is, if you got thick thighs, don't sit in your style for more than 20 minutes. When I'm
It's a
coming up,
time limit.
girl. Look, I know y'all don't know. Look, okay, I'm gonna delve into this. Anybody with big thighs know. You can sit on your butt, but eventually your butt's gonna go numb. You're evenly distributing the weight between left cheek, right cheek. But when you lay on the side, like if I want to lay on the side and like lay on my man's chest or whatnot, not only do I gotta fold this hand back like a turkey or a chicken, right? So I'm not laying on it while I'm laying on him and my head's on his chest. But then I got this big thigh on top of the other thigh, and then eventually that's gonna go numb and whatnot. So I'm just saying, if I ever lay on your chest, God bless you. I like you a lot because I'm putting my life in danger.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Right?
I wasn't ready. Oh, I'm done.
Look, my big thigh girls, you know about that. You be sitting there minding your business, getting the truth, and all of a sudden you realize, like, who the fuck is laying on my leg? Oh, that's me. Let me roll over to the other thigh. We're gonna try this for another 30 minutes.
Well, I'm so glad that you didn't lose your life laying on a chest.
I'm just saying, guys are always talking about they're gonna die being suffocated. I mean, we died too. You ain't the only one that's died a quick death. Like, don't come to me talking about whatever. If I die, I die. Well, you go ahead. I'm choosing not to die laying like this. You better turn around and spoon with me, or I'm gonna spoon on you or something. I don't know. Don't let me hot flash and get to your side of the bed quick, fast, and in a hurry before you get out my house?
Well, you know, it could be worse ways to die, I'm sure.
Erotic asphyxiation?
Who died on top of me? Color purple? I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, you remember homeboy? He used to get off from choking, and he wrapped his own neck up in the closet and killed
What you
himself.
talking to? What?
You ain't hear? What's that dude? I know y'all know. Who was this dude? It was
No, ma'am. I feel like we probably can't talk about this in there. You know what? No.
that might be in the love series. October may be a month of terrors and frights, but it's also a month of love. Plus, we got 2 full moons. We just had a full moon. What? I think today was the last. No, tomorrow will be the last day you see the full moon, and then we have a full moon on Halloween at the end of the month. I think it's like a blue moon or something.
Maybe that's gonna reset the earth. I got nothing. I'm just trying to make something out of nothing. I'm just trying.
$1 out of 15 cents? No, okay.
A dime and a nickel.
Yep.
You said 15 cents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A dime and a nickel.
Dear mama.
Okay.
I think we about through.
Yeah. But you know, it's always great to share the screen and cut up with my best friend and discuss these chronicles.
Right. Look,
So
I know they want more stories. We might be a little bit story oriented next show.
It depends on what they choose. Because, you know, depending on the topic they choose, we might not have a lot of stories that coincide, and thus they get less tea in their cup.
Right. But, you know, if they feel like they want to add some story, if you got a story or something that you want to share, I mean, you know, we always down the list. It may or may not go on the phone.
I got some more comments.
Okay, go ahead. I'll switch back.
Raven told Ed good night. And Courtney Edge is watching. Hey, Courtney. And oh my goodness, she said, not your life in danger. She said, but it's true though.
Right, girl, you know it's a serious thing. Like, that's true love and admiration right there. Because I got to go ahead and do what I got to do. And you know, I know y'all big chested with me. Y'all know the struggle too, because you got to rearrange those suckers too. Mine ain't nothing but a mouthful and a prayer. But it's okay, because it has water and you will be fed. But
okay. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And Courtney said color purple. That was me. The color purple reference. I just, you know, I'd be cutting up a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah. I guess we're gonna tie a bow in it. We done. Boop, 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 boop.
Put my virginity in my mouth right there in the middle and just tie it back together. Just I'm gonna save my virginity, my mouth virginity for next time.
Because you had me at virginity. Because listen, unless we talking to our children or we reading about that in a book, like I don't even know why we be talking about it. Like, okay.
Well, you know, I say that in this case. Like, you know, normally I talk about all things sex. That's just me. I find it fascinating. I like to learn stuff. And I like to share my knowledge. But I mean, you know, this month we're gonna go, huh?
Won't you just go on and do your sexology course to go with my life coaching cert, and we just open up a practice to help these people figure out their mind and then their sexual life.
And how to use their mouth. But yeah, I mean, you already know. You know what's on my horizon. You know my educational aspirations and goals. So pretty soon it's gonna be like Poetic Divas LLC counseling services or something crazy like that.
Because I can help them above the waist and you can help them below the waist. They'll be a whole human when they get finished with it.
Right.
I'm just,
Get their whole life.
it could save marriages and lives.
I mean, we can unpack that a whole darn show. Unpacking on, wifely duties who are just too demure to do their due diligence. Oh Lord, I can't drink no more. Their due diligence, girl. Because I was about to tell something that I couldn't tell, but I wanted to tell, but I couldn't tell nothing. So I shut up.
Well, you know what? All right. Okay. All right, everybody. It was wonderful. We love y'all. And we're going to see y'all in 2 weeks. Watch for the polls so you can be a part of the decision.
Well,
and make sure y'all vote in this election.
Register to vote. You have until the 15th of this month to register, and then you're going to register when you get to the polls.
Please get your life together, because I'm going to tell you something. Whatever your political affiliation, you need to recognize that we got some work to do, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Right.
Top of the night.
If you're unhappy with the State of the Union and what you got to choose from, you got to choose what you can work with. I mean, unless Jesus come down and we can elect him to office. I mean, that's right.
Well, he run. You know what? We'll talk.
I mean, if you want to come down.
That's the ultimate shoulder tap.
Right.
You like.
You can't even see nothing, just be light. You be like.
Say less.
That's the problem. They said less. Okay.
You know what? Okay, we love y'all. We gone. Good night.
See y'all 2 weeks.
2, baby.